Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're Lee and Toon in Thailand, and today is Project Crayfish-Pond Day. This pond is named after one of our viewers from over the years, called Harry. Now, I did promise it was going to be called Harry's Pond, or Pond of Harry, so that's its name. Crayfish. We've always planned to keep crayfish. It's not another whim, I hear you cry. So we'll be buying some baby crayfish online and popping them in here along with some water lilies and other bits and bobs that hopefully they won't eat. We've only got one course done so far. Again, it's our main man doing this. We're really trying to push ahead with all the construction projects now, and we're just trying to break the back of everything that we've got planned this year early on, so by the time my mum comes here in another couple of months, we can take a bit of time off with her and sit back and enjoy it a bit more. So we've got another course to go. It's double block at the moment. Toon didn't want it touching the veranda wall, so I don't know what she's got planned for down the back there, but at the moment that's a snake channel. But good, looking good. The guy that we've got working with us, we've used him on the first project out there for the additional solar setup, and also for the new duck pond house. He's a brilliant lad. He's nice and quiet. He just carries on, doesn't cause any problems. Always turns up for work, and doesn't turn into a pisshead mongoloid of an evening. So yeah, very, very happy with him. Remember to stick a drainage pipe down there, so we'll stick a finger point in his page to remember. We'll put a valve on there, and we'll cut that a little bit shorter, closer to the wall, and then we can just get little buckets underneath and drain off when we want to do a water change, and then throw that on the veg. So the pipe you can see there, we've just put this top pipe on there. Once it's all cemented in, then we'll just cut this off to the right height of the floor. It's going to be sloping to the pipe. Filtration wise, it doesn't need to be anything too extravagant. We've got a little old pump that we bought from the other house, so we're going to run that off solar. But filters and that, it'll be very, very basic. There's going to be no fish shit in here anyway, so crayfish are pretty clean, and of course with the aquatic plants it should do well. We might put some little peacock tail fish in here just to keep the mozzies down, and I'll just have to look online, see if crayfish eat mozzie larvae or whatever they're called. So looking good. It's took bloody ages. It was just a bloody eyesore, and really we had wasps and snakes and frogs and all sorts in there, so we just bunged everything out here. We've earmarked another area to finish off the planting with all this stuff. That's going to be, we were going to initially do asparagus in here, but just as I'm discovering big rocks, I'm just going to continue this round here, and we're going to plant up in there. I don't want too much veg right near the house, so asparagus will have to be going to its own bed somewhere else. We'll have some pretty stuff near the house. So all good. Then after this, the next project, we'll be sorting out all this area. All this will be concreted. I don't know whether we're going to have steps or not, but yeah, we want all this neat and tidy before my mum comes here. Right, that'll do for now, and I'll give you an update a bit later. Day 2. End of day 2. The rendering's now done. So we've got like the rough render on the outside. We'll say rough. It's a lot smoother than I could ever do. And then we've got the waterproofing render on the inside. Nice and smooth. So there's been a chemical added to that to help with the waterproofing, so shouldn't be any leaks. We did the same sort of setup in the village house with the rough render on the outside and the smooth on the inside with the chemical, and that was just a single block, and we didn't have any leakage, so we won't have to paint it with a rubberized paint. In the UK you used to do that sort of thing, but no, it seems to be fine out here. You lose most water through evaporation, if anything. So next stage for our main man will be doing the cement floor. We would normally put a metal mesh down there, but we're not making it particularly thick. And we're going to have it gently sloping down to the waste pipe outlet there. So all good. If it was going to be a proper fish pond, then we'd have incorporated in the build something for the filter setup, but just for crayfish and aquatic plants should be fine. If I just show you over here, this is the sort of thing that you're looking for water quality wise. Lovely and clear with plenty of things growing in there, so you've got your oxygenating plants and duckweed, water lettuce, all that sort of stuff, and it keeps it nice and clean. So if it clouds up a bit, then we'll upgrade the filter system, but we've just got earmarked an old one that we got from Toon's younger brother. We won't be using that submersible pond pump. That's going to be used for our irrigation setup, or part of it. Here we go. Super easy. We'll just put a fine mesh in front of that, just some netting, and so that's your intake, and then it will shoot out the top. So we'll bastardise that, and that should be all it needs. Shouldn't have to worry about a UV filter or anything like that, because it's out of the main sun for most of the day, and then of course with a lot of aquatic plants, then that should keep out some of the UV as well. So it should be almost self-sustaining, low maintenance, which we all like, don't we? Okay, that's probably it for now. So we've had 1 and 2 days of the build project to date, and then I'll post once the floor is in, and then when we've filled it up and planted it up as well, and of course and then introducing some crayfish. We've still got to source those online, but Toon's going to get onto Facebook and do a search on there, get some baby ones in. And if anyone's got any advice about growing crayfish in Thailand, just leave a mention in the comments down below. That'll be very much appreciated, guys. Alright, ta-da for now.